So we pick up. This is about 3 months after the events of Session 0. Niall has been given a task by his boss. You're given a mission by this guy, and here's what happens. You enter into the room the same one that he gave you the original mission in. You see his back's turned to the entrance, and he's playing with a dice in his one hand. And he says, Niall, I have a mission for you.
Okay.
How do you feel about a courier mission into the dead zone?
And Niall kind of there's a long pause where you can tell he's really thinking about how he feels about it, and he's like, I mean, I guess I'll do it. Do I get anything?
Payment will be 50% of whatever we're paid for this mission. I'm told it's very large. It's from a trustworthy source. I don't know if you know the man, but this is actually, I mean, it'll be better when you see him, but it's a notable person.
Okay. Oh wait, you know what I need to do? I'm gonna roll to see if I'm interested by this person.
Yeah, everyone, please remember your disadvantages and for the self-control rolls and everything.
I should review.
Yeah, because I have a thing called Incurious, where if something strange is brought up, I have to roll a self-control check to see if I ignore it or not.
That tracks. I got a lot of them. Damn.
And what did we say it was? It's a will, Alex?
It's just self-control rolls. It tells you the CR. You just have to roll below that.
Oh, okay.
You should be able to click on it if it's
Yeah,
not.
it's CR 12. So I just need to roll dice.
Yeah, you just click the 3 dice at the bottom. So you didn't.
Okay, so I guess
You're uninterested, right?
No, I'm not. I don't ignore it. So I said, would I know the guy or something, or why do you
It's Jeffrey Silverflower. And you know this, Mike. I'm not even gonna make you make a roll for it because you have the knowledge of on the rim.
Yeah.
Trait.
He knows about the rim.
He knows so much about the rim. A lot about the rim. But this is a notable billionaire who made his fortune, like selling stuff in the rim. And it's I say stuff because he sold everything. He sold commodities. He sold utilities. He sold stocks.
People?
He sold people. He sold people before. He's notable for he got into a couple scandals trying to buy people and keep them in a collection. And it's not a good look. Not a good look for the guy.
Oh wow.
But yeah.
Am I anywhere near this? Am I not in this area? It's just
you're
Niall?
not. This is Niall because Niall is technically the owner of the ship, even if you're the captain.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's why. So he called Niall in, and that's why. So
Okay.
we're joining your character soon.
So it's a courier mission. We're meeting Jeffrey. What are we bringing? What are we bringing him?
This. He turns around, and in the other hand, not the hand that he's holding the dice in, but in his other hand, he holds a small box. It looks like the kind of box that would be used to contain a ring, for an engagement ring kind of thing. It's like a velvet box, kind of like that. He places it on the table and says, "Small package, but worth a lot, I'm told." And I want you to roll a perception check.
Blind or no?
You can roll it raw dog it.
Raw dog it.
I'll roll it.
I probably should have made you do it blind, but it's fine. Because I know you couldn't right click; it would be harder.
The game is still paused for me, by the way.
Oh yeah, sorry, unpaused. Okay.
I failed it.
You notice that this is just a box. I mean, it is exactly what it seems. If you opened it, you'd probably be able to figure out pretty easily what's inside of it, obviously. But
No,
from the
I'm
outside,
not
you can't really
interested.
tell anything. You're not interested.
No, I wouldn't care.
So he
Okay.
places it in front of you. Yeah. What do you say?
All right, and where are we meeting Jeff at?
I sent the coordinates to your DropNet mail account.
Okay. Well. All right, I guess I'll go tell Andy that we need to get going. Dang, I don't remember your name. I tell the guy that in character.
He says,
I've known this guy for years.
"Look, Niall, sometimes I have a hard time remembering yours too. To be honest, sometimes I confuse. Also, I never really asked. What are you? Are you a purpose-built persona or what are you? because like
What
you see
are
more
you?
than like manufactured.
Let me see if I have anything on my character sheet that would make me not answer this guy. Niall just kind of sits there and I'm looking around the room now at other things. I'm not listening to him. I'm adrift in my thoughts. I'm not paying attention. Does he persist?
He says, "Whatever, just leave."
Okay. And he gives him one of these as he's turning to walk out the door.
Okay. You see a ping pops up on your drop mail account. It's the coordinates, and he says, "I sent 2 new hires for you to review to the ship."
New people. Niall is just. There's a montage of all the annoying moments Niall has had with Andy. like 2 new roommates that are just trying to get along with each other. He's like, "Oh, okay. Does it say their names?"
Yeah, it actually has like their what is it, resumes. It has like their resumes.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Read
yeah,
about to me.
okay, tell us what's on your resume, starting with Banthony Bourdain or Ordain.
Anthony Ordain. You see that guy that is on the screen. And there's a lot of gaps in his resume. You notice that. There's like 4 entries. The last 3 of them were cooking positions, like scrub cook, gully cook. It's just different titles. And the last position is gunner, gunner. On a ship that was like a pirate ship. It's an infamous merchant. Like I want to have a seedy entry in there, and then like a really seedy entry, and then just random cooking jobs.
Okay, infamous pirate ship. Okay. All right, that guy sounds kind of interesting. Oh, this is the next guy.
Okay, yeah. Joel.
All right, you see,
What's
see
the name?
Cygnus Frostair. He's got Cygnus
Cool,
Frostair. He's a well-known bounty hunter. He's got like a list of all the people that he's either taken in warm or cold, and you see that he's got all of his like skills, whether it be like snipe shooter, hand-to-hand combat, all this stuff, and he's You see, he's just like he's got a profile on the front of his resume. He has a headshot, like he's an actor. He's got
Part-time actor.
silver hair and he's got pale blue skin. That's it.
Okay. Right on. Okay, cool. Well, I look at this and I go, all right, well, I guess I'll go talk to Andy. And I'm walking to my ship.
Okay, so as you approach docking ring 5, where your ship's docked, what is Andy waiting outside, or is he on the ship?
I'm on the ship when he comes in. What I've actually been doing is, you remember when we killed that monster in the vents?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In the couple of days past then, I've drug this thing out and I've been cutting it up and trying to make like fajita tacos out of it, but I'm like a terrible cook. So like I'm trying to like whip something up to eat and out of this monster, but it's inedible. It's disgusting. And so you come in and I'm like sauteing like basically it's like tentacles on like a pan with no seasoning whatsoever.
Andy,
Well, what's up, Niall? What's going on, buddy?
you're gonna have to stop sauteing, man.
I put it to low heat and just like forget about it and turn away. Well, what's up, Andy? You look down. What's going on, man?
Yeah, you can tell that he's annoyed that he has to do something and stop. Like normally, what Niall does in his free time is he just tinkers with the ship. That's what he likes to do. He likes to walk around and tinker. But whatever he has to do his job, he gets annoyed. He says, "We gotta go. We gotta bring this here." I hand you a box.
I
hand
immediately
you a
try to
box.
open it. I immediately start prying at the sides.
Okay. Does anything happen?
There's a little bit of resistance at first, but you feel like if you wanted to, you could pry this open, but it might damage something. Do you want to continue to try to pry it open?
As soon as I feel like, oh damn, this thing's it's taking a little more than it might give. Maybe I'll look at this thing later. I tuck it into my Carhartt shirt pocket.
Very good. We gotta give that. Now, guys, do you know like Jeffrey Silverflower?
No, I've never heard of that guy. What's his
Yeah,
deal?
he's like this like really rich guy, and he's like sold slaves. That's kind of his big thing. He sells a lot of shit. Yeah, he got in like some trouble this one time for like selling a bunch of people and all that. Some people.
And
were
we're
like,
gonna help. We're gonna help this guy. We should kill this guy. You think?
I just know that we gotta give him that box. And one other thing, and he's like really annoyed now. He's like, "There's gonna be 2 more people on the ship."
Hell yes, man. We're building out the crew. I immediately turn around, dude, and I pull a pocket recorder out of my shirt, and I'm like,
No,
Captain's log. Captain's log. 2 more join the crew, and I pocket it and put it back in.
I figured, because I'm not a great people person, I figured you could kind of like,
Yeah.
decide whether or not to hire them. Here's their resumes. I hand you the resumes.
Do I know your character, Eduardo? Because we had talked about how like maybe your guy was the dude that like pulled me from my ship or something. Is that still canon, or do you want to drop that?
I like that. I like maybe one of the cooking positions I had. We like knowingly passed each other, but we've never been acquaintances, but we know
Okay.
each other.
So I do like passingly know you. I
Yeah.
look over your sheet immediately. I'm like, these are a couple of good-looking dudes. I think they're gonna be good on our team.
He's some sexy guy.
This guy says he was a cook. I point back over at like my sauteed, like which is smoking now, very like bad, and I'm like, he'll know what to do with that thing. We'll get some good food out of that. Trust me.
I mean, like you already know I like don't eat, but I guess that's cool for you.
Yeah, we'll get you some nuts and bolts you can chew on. I don't care. We'll
I
figure
don't
it out.
want to be nuts, but listen. What I want you to do is like, throughout this mission, I want you to kind of gauge out whether or not these guys are going to be fit to hang out on this ship. You kind of know how I like things and all
Yeah.
that.
Absolutely. Yeah, as soon as they're like friendly and they're all over the place, I think you're gonna like that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff you like, right? I still don't really know you very well.
I'm gonna go and and he just walks away to the engineer's quarters.
Sweet. So can we like? Are they coming on now?
A few moments after Niall leaves the room, you hear a chirp at the docking bay doors as people requesting entry.
All right, I buzz him in. I open the door.
All right, so what do you guys do as you enter?
I immediately stand at salute.
I don't get up. I'm in my chair in the top of the room.
Cygnus just strolls in with his hands in his pockets.
I gotta roll this.
Gives
one.
a little like nod over to Andy.
What did you roll for, bro?
Bad temper.
Oh shit!
I don't know if that worked or.
That means that you controlled it. You controlled
I
it.
controlled it.
So your name is your name Banthony for real?
Yes, Banthas.
Okay. So seeing Banthony, I'm like, hello, soldier. And I come in, I wrap my arms around you. I'm like, bring it in. And then I as I'm like hugging you, I'm reaching over and trying to like stroke Cygnus's shoulder and try to pull him into. I'm clearly trying to initiate.
You're trying to do like a 3-man group hug.
I'm trying to, but Cygnus is, he's off to the side doing whatever he wants. Do you join me?
I
guess
feel like
so,
I pull him more than I don't.
Oh, I guess we're doing this.
Hey, I'm not kissing anybody.
No one's asking you to kiss, Corporal. Now listen, my name is Admiral Andy. I'm the captain here of this ship. I don't own the ship. I don't want to get into that because it really hurts my pride when I talk about it. But that guy over there, Niall, he owns the bad boy. This is his puppy. Still hasn't named it yet. I'm not sure why. We're gonna get to that later. But welcome to the ship. You know what? We're gonna do some fire things together. We actually have a delivery already. You guys just sit in. I don't know what kind of your roles are. But we'll get that all suited out. So you want to come talk to my guy Niall? Do you guys got anything you guys want to say? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping maybe you would tell me what kind of my role is here on the ship. I'm usually a lone wolf, but things cost cash, so I'm trying to get a job done here.
All right. Well, we need a gunner. We need a doctor. We need a chef. We need just regular ship things. Anything we're gonna need for a long voyage. I'm not much of a we need you where we need you. We need bodies. What's up? Why you got your hand up, Anthony? You don't remember me?
You're got a forgettable face. I'm sorry to say.
Our faces
but
are.
I wanted to ask because you don't really seem to know what a ship's roles are. How long have you been a captain?
Now Niall's walking up. You hear him scratching his face. You hear metal rubbing on metal. It's like 3 months. pretty much.
it's a recent development for sure. The thing is, though, when you guys, I mean, listen, us Admiral Andys, we're designed to be, natural born leaders, natural born captains, and I feel like it's in my blood,
Yeah.
And on the note
definitely.
of my generic face, we're designed to have pretty,
Oh.
passable generic faces so we can slip into crowds and shit.
Yeah.
So I'd appreciate if you didn't make fun of it again. But
Yeah, that's a.
I'm gonna roll really quick.
Oh,
Trevor.
you'd know if I was
Is this
making
the first
fun of
time
you,
you've
honey.
mentioned being designed? Trevor,
wait, I'm sorry. Yes, I did mention that.
yeah. So
past.
you haven't mentioned that to Niall before, have you?
No. I think it's coming up for the first time.
Michael, if
Okay.
you go in your character sheet under Incurious where it says the control roll, you can click on that and it rolls for you.
Okay, I clicked it. Did it roll?
No. Yes, now it did.
What about now? I ignore it. I don't ask him what he means by that.
Good.
Seeing as how Andy's appears to be very self-conscious, I'm gonna, because I think I have a trait for bullying. On
Oh
my character.
God! Yes. Oh God!
I'm gonna.
Double down.
That's really good. Mike, but in the future,
I just want to test it,
you
see how it
succeed,
works.
I think it's that you...
I am interested. No, you're right. Okay, so I'm gonna let you bully him, and while you're gearing up whatever you're about to
I
go down.
control myself.
Oh,
you
okay.
but what
Cygnus
do you think about
looks
something
at
in your mind?
Andy. Cygnus looks at Andy and he thinks
You give him
man,
this
did this poor guy, did he ever get picked on in school or something? Does he not know how to act around other people? But then he thinks about it and he's like, you know what? He seems like just an innocent guy. I'm just gonna let him be, probably for the best.
I'm glad
Niall
you didn't
asks you, Andy. He says, "Wait, what do you mean design?"
Well, Niall, we've been together for 3 months now, and I just figured you didn't even care about any of that. But yes, you guys don't know about Admiral Andy's? You guys ever heard of us?
Nope.
We're
No.
okay. Well, yeah,
Multiple
it's a-
versions of you.
Yeah, it's a sign of the times. Look, I'm a member of a long line of genetic soldiers. A bunch of cloned soldiers. We call ourselves Admiral Andes. I'm actually a very special one on the account of I have a moniker. A lot of us, they're just called Admiral Andy. Have a bunch of numbers next to them and shit. I have those numbers as well, but I also have a cool nickname that I probably went. I was never actually sent out in the field. Let me be real with you. But when I woke up, it did say defective on my tube. So I assume I was meant to sneak in and mess with organizations and stuff. I was probably some kind of spy model. Who knows really? But I'm cool. So call me Andy the Defective, Admiral Andy, Mr. And. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Effective. Why are you so down on yourself, man? I mean, that's real self-deprecating if you'd even say that about yourself.
What do you? It's not a bad thing. It's a cool thing. It's a name. It's a
Is-
nickname.
Oh wait, I know. I used to live in a place where they had. Niall is thinking back to before he got sealed away in the galaxy that he lived in initially. They had something called a Sergeant Sammy. So, because the whole thing with Niall is he goes, "Oh, you're like a Sergeant Sammy kind of guy." Okay, I get it.
Yeah, those are
That's-
probably a weaker, uglier, dumber model.
Yeah, they were actually pretty cool, but you're cool. It's cool. So I turn to you guys and I say, "I'm sorry that I didn't greet you guys when you walked in. I was, well." And he doesn't say what he was doing, but he goes, "I'm nice to meet you. I'm the owner of the ship." Andy didn't really explain the mission, so I guess I don't have to tell you. We got to deliver this box. That I point to. Are you holding it, Trevor?
I am holding. They look over and I'm trying to pry back into it again, but not hard enough to actually break it.
We got to deliver that to the Silverfish.
That's
So-
right. And first things first, buddies. We're getting into this thing. We're gonna have to see what it is because one thing about Andy, he doesn't transport things he doesn't understand. So we got to get into this.
Alright.
Are you sure
I
about
don't
that? You
know-
sure
I mean, I
it's
don't
not
know
gonna break and then damage anything?
Hey, can any of you pick locks or
Does-
are any of you pretty? You look like you're good with knives in your hands.
Does Andy usually refer to himself in the third person? Is that part of the cloning process? I just want more clarity.
Who knows? Who knows? Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. I'm just trying to see what sticks. I haven't been around long.
You're fresh. You're
How
fresh.
old are you, Andy?
Fresh from the tube, buddy. 5 years old, buckaroo.
Damn.
You're only 5. Oh my god, that's so funny.
I love it.
Yeah, normally us Admiral Andes are about 8 feet tall. When I came out of my tube, I was only about 6'5". I assume that's because like my cool nickname combined with that. I assume I was meant to like crawl into like tubes and stuff. I was meant for like smaller, more like secretive missions. That's my thinking on the process. Anyways, anyone can get into this thing, and I slide it. I just toss it to Anthony. I really don't care.
I'm looking at what I can do. Move on.
Yeah, me too.
Niall walks away.
I'm glad Niall doesn't care if I get into this thing. Because...
Yeah, no, he doesn't care. I mean, he wouldn't care one way or the other because he's extremely lazy. He doesn't even care about doing this job right.
Oh, so our thing, are we like what are we, like shippers? Are we like
We're like contractors.
You work
Oh,
for
Yeah, we do
the
anything
company
we get paid for.
Make
right?
Logistics is the name of this company that you work for. But they kind of do underhanded dealings. Will they do things that is not logistics or transporting things that are like black market? But they work for technically the company Make Logistics.
Make?
What am I?
Make 2 times in a row. Make. It's very
Okay.
stupid, but that's what it is.
No, I like it.
Well, what are you uppercutting, bro?
The box.
I have Gizmo in my character sheet. I don't know if I can say that I have like.
I
a
hold
Swiss
it up
Army
above
knife
my
or
head,
something.
and I
Yeah, you absolutely could say that.
Can I try to stop you? I don't want you to do that.
did.
Did you
You can try.
you punch it?
I did. I don't know if I ever worked. Is that success?
You
Can I
definitely
make
hit it.
Did it open?
You definitely
Did
smacked
it
it.
open?
Let me roll.
Alex, do I have Gritty Bot still?
What?
Gritty Bot, the robot. that I
Yes,
programmed
he's in
today?
engineering.
Okay, so I'm tinkering with Gritty Bot over in the corner.
Okay. Here, I can put him in the scene if you want me to. Here.
Yeah, put him in. 'Cause I'm gonna
Gritty Bot.
have him.
Okay. So, you punch this thing. Okay, so explain the logic here. What do you do after receiving this box?
I look at it, and it looks real secure. And I get flashbacks to how secure my enemies' general skulls looked before I uppercutted them. So 2 and 2 came together, and I thought punch equals unsecured. So I punch it.
Okay, so you punch it.
You should see my intelligence stat. I sacrificed a lot for good moves.
Oh no.
It
It
did.
ricochets off the ceiling.
That
It
is
hits the
painful.
floor. It like rolls over to where Niall is sitting, but it's still unopened. And you notice it didn't rattle or anything. Like it was silent as it bounced around. Like it was kind of padded. Like thud.
Secure. Nice.
Alex, can I use Gritty Bot? Can I use computer programming to see if I can like use Gritty Bot to try to open it carefully?
Yeah,
hack him?
I'll say you can get him to like if he's like a surgical robot. Like if you want, like he was designed to do repairs. So like he has like if you like initiate like a fiber optic subroutine where like repairing fiber optic cables or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna do hacking. Can I do hacking or would it be
I
programming?
would say programming for this specific instance.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice, we made it by
Mm.
5. That was quite a lot.
Made it
So,
by
okay,
5.
so yeah, so the director explain to me. You tell me what Coomer bot or whatever Gritty bot.
Oh,
whatever
Gritty
it is.
Bot?
Yeah, Gritty bot.
Ooh, bot.
So you guys just see Niall kind of like tapping away at his computer as this thing gets kicked over, and it's almost as if he knew this was gonna happen, like that this thing was gonna end up over by him somehow. Immediately, Gritty Bot lights up and picks this thing up, and as Gritty Bot's constantly grittying, by the way, whenever power's on. So he bends over and he picks this thing up, and he's grittying. Every time he comes up on the gritty, he like gets into it a little bit.
So you see Gritty bot
Eventually,
has
he gets it open.
every Gritty stroke. He has like a little implement that he slides in under like the seam in this box, and like he does something,
Yeah.
and he'll go and do another procession of the Gritty, and then eventually, I guess let me roll a dex check for Gritty bot because I have his stats. Not the crit failure.
Oh,
Good
So
grief.
Gritty bot, because he was grittying so hard,
oh no.
goes up for another Gritty, and it snaps off the implement that he was using to get in the box. Now it's just like a thing stuck out of it.
Oh no! Niall immediately starts scrambling to pick it up. It's the
I use my
fastest.
Swiss Army knife to try to fix it. I don't know what I have to roll.
Yeah, roll Dex at a -3 because it was a critical failure for Grittybot.
Okay, can I do that? Does that work?
Yeah, you did it perfect. Okay, so you missed it by 2, so you're not able to get it out either. So
That thing's real stuck there, man.
yeah,
Well, listen, guys. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. We get this guy with like a little toothpick sticking out of it. All he's gonna know is that we were fucking with it. We could just make up a lie on the spot. Who cares? We'll fucking wing it. I'm not scared of this guy. He sounds like he sells
To
people.
get it out of there.
What?
Niall challenges your manhood. And he says, "You're not like, you don't think you can just like pull it out?
I can pull that shit out with my teeth. And I instantly,
Pull it out, bro.
I grab it and dude, listen, I want to be reckless with it. I want to take it and I want to tie a rope to it in the box and then like tie the string to like a door and I clamp onto it with my teeth as hard as I possibly can. I'm being like super over the top because I don't care if I lose teeth because I'll just get them back. You know what I'm saying? So like
What?
Oh.
I'm being super dangerous with this shit.
okay.
And I also pinch it too, and I'm like, and then I want Banthony to punch the door as hard as he can to shut
I'm
it.
not doing.
This man
I'm
has
not, I'm
no
not doing
regard
that
for
out of
his
nowhere. I need to be told to do that.
Hey, listen, man. I just need you to punch that door right
He's got
there.
it in his mouth. Punch the door.
Yeah. You punch that
Why?
door. Punch
Why
as
you
hard as you
making-
can. Yeah, you kick it.
I got a 15 strength. Can I punch the door?
Yeah, you punch the door. I don't fucking care. Just get this door punched. Yeah.
If Anthony
Hell yeah.
Bourdain is just because he punched one time, now he's gonna be the puncher. He's
Okay.
a little taken aback. He just punched one time, and now
I
he's
thought
just
that
a
was your
punch guy.
thing, dude.
Okay.
Okay, now can I roll like?
You did.
Do I have to roll something or what?
I'd like a persuasion.
I'm gonna
roll.
simplify this the speed
the
along
door.
this interaction. I was gonna give you +1 because you're putting yourself at like bodily harm, but he rolled and made it, so we're fine.
Okay.
So you bear down on it. Cygnus punches the door. That's also like he punches the door, but it's like one of the, like an automatic door. So like as he goes, it the door starts moving away. So he kind of like hits it, but it like barely does like anything because it's already moving in that direction. But then
I mainly hit air.
So
yeah,
we get the toothpick out.
the toothpick comes out. Yeah, and the box is kind of falls back into its normal position.
2 of my molars also fall out.
Oh God. So
I gotta
Niall-
roll for that. I gotta roll for that.
Well, you gotta roll.
I gotta roll for that.
Just in case that pisses me
I
off.
caught the mania.
I resisted. I thought about it. I did. I thought about it
You
deep.
barely
But I
made it.
resisted.
You barely made it.
Okay. So
Also, if you
No.
equal it, you still succeed.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you do. So Niall walks over to you guys and he's like, "Hey, listen, this is, I was kind of all for having GrittyBot try just because I wanted to test out that program I've been working on, but we should probably get going. I saw on your resume you've been a gunner." He's talking to Banthony.
It's been a while, but I guess it hasn't changed that much since I did it. We can do that.
Kinda like
I'm more of a morale officer cook person, but we'll do part-time gunner.
Oh wait, was Joel supposed to be the gunner? Am I fucking up?
I said gunner
Who's-
on my resume, but
Yeah, you had gunner on
think
your
so.
resume. So I
Yeah,
assumed
what
it.
are your guys' roles? What do you want to do?
Yeah, out of character, what are you guys' roles? What do you want them to be?
Joel, do you have one in mind? I do not.
I don't have one in mind.
Gunner it is.
That's why I was gonna take whatever you give me.
Yeah, gunner it is
Okay.
for me.
You have
Alright,
two
well-
guns on
Joel
the
needs
ship.
to be.
You're gonna have dedicated gunner people for both guns.
Oh yeah, so Niall turns to you guys and he says, "So you're a gunner. You've been a gunner before, so you're obviously gonna be one." And then so what Sigma Cygnus
Ignis.
Sigma.
Cygnus. Have you ever used a gun before?
You look at Cygnus and you look at the sniper rifle on his back and
Oof.
the 2 pistols holstered at his waist, and he's like, "Yeah, I guess you could say that."
No, yeah, well those are cool, but like, what about one of those? And I just pointed at computer.
You mean on the ship? Oh yeah, I used to have my own ship. I would fly around in and be a gunner. So yeah, if you needed a second one, yeah, I got you no problem.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And then what other roles are there, Alex, outside of gunning, captain, engineering? That's it?
That's most of it. I mean, like, there's other sub roles. Like, again, you need a chef to cook food.
Yeah.
You need
Morale
Yeah,
officer.
yeah.
security
And he
personnel.
steps forward and he points at Banthony. He's like, Listen, buddy, you're gonna have to be our chef, man. We're gonna need a good meal. You know, I see it in you, man. I read your file. I see a passion for chefing, man. I see it. And listen, I also want you to teach me how to do a few things because I obviously can't do anything myself. Dang.
Oh,
Everyone
no.
turns to you as you say you
Keep
can't do
going.
anything yourself.
Keep going. Keep going.
And then I turn to Joel's character, Cygnus. Cygnus. And listen, Cygnus, you seem to be a good judge of character. You seem to be good with weapons. How about you be the ship's constable? I want you to enforce the law around here, buddy. How's that sound?
Laws. What type of laws need enforced on a ship?
Listen, man, if anyone's like going around going crazy, you know, gets a bad temper, I look over at I want you to throw him in the brig. You understand? Even me, Captain 2.
You have a brig on this ship.
Yeah, not me. You can't put me on the brig. I don't go on the brig.
He's always in the brig
Is
mentally.
the brig on the ship? Is it like a janitor's closet?
Yes, we do have a janitor's closet. There are bars and there are zip ties.
Yeah, I kind of spent like 1,000 years in the kind of brig, and I don't want to be in another one. So
Okay, we understand.
That's a U3 situation.
Okay, strictly physical people thing.
Andy,
If
do
you-
you think we could like get going, please?
Yeah. I'm already at the ship console, like lighting things up, sparking it
Yeah.
up, you know.
Yeah, so you initiate the undocking sequence, and then you feel the ship kind of thunk as you detach like from the magnetic locks. You engage impulse engines, get out of like the range of the station before you start your astro navigation. I'm not gonna make you roll for it because this is a relatively simple thing. You're heading straight for the dead zone to the coordinates they gave you. There's not many like gravitational objects you have to get around. Nothing that the computer can't handle. So
Okay.
you plug in the coordinates and you can go whatever you want to.
Should I make a roll for like piloting?
I want to let you make a roll, but nothing's at risk here. You're not gonna lose anything if you roll bad.
Oh, okay, then we're good. So we just head off. I grab these two like cylinder like like things on the control panel that have like, and I like slide them up and slide them down to like get our thrusters into the right spot, and then I just yank it and pull it in closer, and I fly, man. That's what I do.
Nice.
Okay, beautiful. So as he gets up to speed, Niall, you spool up the warp drive. I'm assuming, and you
If
jump.
that's what I'm supposed to do, that's what I do.
That's what happens.
I spool it.
You spool it, baby. Okay, so this is gonna be end game. This is gonna be like a 10-hour trip. So I'm gonna say about 5 hours into it, I need Niall to make a sensors check.
Sensors check. What
I don't
would
know
that?
if you have sensors. I'm gonna let you roll engineering, but really,
I do have engineering.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you roll engineering. Because that
Blind?
Yes, roll it blind, please. So control click, I think.
I did it, and I don't know. Here, it might be command click because I'm on Mac.
Yeah, it is. All right, you succeed. You notice
Okay.
there is something weird in like the warp field around you. Like something is dragging on the ship. Like something like you notice like in the readout from the thing, the numbers are a little bit lower than how they normally are. And you just tuned this up like last week. It shouldn't be like this. There's something
Yeah.
weird.
And normally I would say I would have to roll incurious, but since this is Niall's ship and it's the one thing he somewhat cares about, I would be worried. So I'm scratching my head. Would I have any way of like looking into what would be causing this?
The first thing you normally do is send out a drop ping to see like you cause a gravitational wave and listen for anything that bounces back.
Okay, I was gonna say. All right, I'm gonna do that. What do I need to roll for that?
You don't have to roll for it. That's what the process that you do. So
Okay.
the process to notice this was the hard part. Like you noticing it was the roll.
Yeah.
So you send out this ping and it bounces back. You see that there's a gravitational body about half a light year behind you, but because of how fast you're traveling through space, it's still causing drag on like your warp bubble. But there's something following you, and it's going along the same vector as you. You watch it for you send out another ping like a few seconds later, and it's still there, and it's going in the same vector that you guys are going.
Do I have any way of trying to see if there's any like systems on that, or like is there a way for me to see if it's a ship?
So normally what you would do is there's peer-to-peer drop transceivers on every ship, and in civilized space, it's mandatory that they're on. And this is actually a question that I need to ask you guys. This is in the wiki, by the way. I added this pretty recently. I don't know if anyone's reading it. It's under the drop thing.
Okay.
Do you guys, because you exited the rim now, you're in dead space, or the dead zone, not Dead Space, the video game. You're in the dead zone. Normally, when you enter the dead zone, people turn off this transceiver so people don't see them, because when you have this thing on, it broadcasts your location to everyone around you and identifies yourself. But in civilized space, you have to do that, otherwise people are going to think that you're a criminal. But in the dead zone, people have this turned off. So as you crossed into the dead zone a few hours ago, it makes sense that if this is a ship, they have it turned off. And because it's turned off, you can't really do anything to this ship.
Okay. Okay. So
Should we cut
but
ours
it
off?
is, but I do know
I'm
that
assuming you guys cut y'all's off too. What'd you say, Trev? I mean, Mike.
I do know it's a ship.
You can only guess the ship because it's traveling at warp speeds and it's like it's pretty close to you and it's falling.
Do I have a Niall? I feel like you guys hear a like microphone feedback, or and all of a sudden there's a PA system. Niall's too lazy to get up and walk to the middle of the room, and he goes, "There's something following us." That's all he says.
I press a
Is
green
there
button.
like a way to communicate back?
Yeah, I have like a green button on
Yeah.
my spacesuit, like on my ranger outfit, and it taps into the comms of the ship, and then like I don't know what you guys are doing, like how you guys homebrew it, but that's me. So I push it back, and I'm like, "What's the plan here, Niall? What are we gonna do?"
Well, if we're in the dead zone and they're following us, I can't imagine that they're trying to be nice.
Yeah, me either.
I don't know. Maybe we could. Is there any way to like mask our presence, Alex? Like, can we do something to make it to where they can't follow our trail? Like, is there
It's
anything we
hard
can
to do at warp, especially when like someone's close enough that they could be doing drop pings. At
What if
warp,
we were to slow down out of
if you
warp?
if you went into slower than light travel, yes, you could mask yourselves and like cut engines, and you wouldn't leave an ion trail or anything.
Can we try to connect with these people and try to have a conversation with them?
That's what I just tried to do. They don't have their transponder turned
If
on.
you turn yours on, they'll see that you turned it on, and it means that you want to have a conversation.
I'll do that. I want to drop a ping, like saying, like, "Hey, I want to talk to you," basically.
Okay, are you okay with that? Is that the decision?
Yeah, I would assume that that's the thing that I have. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, go for it. And I click a button. I also want to retcon something. I want to say that Niall has given, rather than there being a PA, Niall has been working on creating little headsets for everybody. So when everyone's at their stations, everyone has a little headset that Niall made them, so we can all talk to each other.
Sweet.
Love it. Okay, so as you turn it on, you send the message out like to open communications. You don't hear anything back. You see that the thing like slows down and the distance between you guys widens.
All right, Niall. It's looking like it's backing off a little bit. Can I ask you a question? Do you think we could maybe zigzag a little bit? Maybe drop out of warp, warp into a different direction, drop out of warp into a different direction. Just give them the old zigzag roundy route. Get away from them. You think we could do anything like that?
Yeah, I could probably do something like that. Give me a second, and I'm gonna roll a. Would it be an engineering roll, Alex?
Yeah, it
or
would be.
okay?
And because this is like abnormal use of the drive, and it's a -3.
Well, can I
Okay.
like do like a piloting check to see if like I can like circumvent some of that like abnormality, like maybe like.
Well, I'm saying that this is like a limitation imposed on the drive, but I'll say that you'll have a piloting check when you're actually doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, because all I'm doing is taking us out of warp. Like we're not steering or anything.
Because like you're
yet,
spooling
right?
it down and spooling it back up in like quick succession, so like it's not meant to do that. Anyway, so did you roll?
Okay, so at a -3,
Yeah.
I'm trying to scroll down. I can't.
Here, I can roll it for you, Mike.
Use the yeah, I can't use the modifier thing on this mouse.
All good.
And you can do it off my character sheet.
Yep.
Ooh,
You still
made it.
Okay. So you know
Nice.
that if you take like a few minutes, you could probably get this thing set up to do it.
Okay, so I'm like, yeah, give me a bit, and you see me start. I put my hand on the console, and I kind of like zone out,
Perfect.
and then yeah, I do it.
Is the ship kind of like on autopilot during this time? Like, can I walk around freely?
Yes, you can. When you jump into warp, you set like a vector to follow, like, because basically how warp works is that you're subject to the field of space that you're in. So gravitational bodies will cause your trajectory to curve. So you have to plan. It's like kind of threading a needle when you start the astro navigation check. Is you're planning what trajectory you're going to leave on, so that these bins leave you where you want to go.
Nice.
So
Okay.
you're kind of like coasting. So yeah, you can walk around during this.
Okay. Just wanted to know.
Okay.
And that's why I was able to tell these people were behind me because they were fucking our shit up.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
So
Why drop us out of warp? Did these people will they like fly past us if we drop out of warp and they're in warp speed?
this is okay. This is exactly what happens as you guys go to this first drop out of warp. Before you even make your piloting check, because this is dependent on like what happens. You see that they zoom past you for about like 3 AU, which is 3 astronomical units that distance between Earth and the Sun. They go 3 AU past you, and they drop out. And you guys see this on sensors because you're close enough now that you have like optical sensors that can see them. But they stop. You're too far away to see. They're like it's a black. This ship is pure like black, which is not normal because these ships, to paint something black, it causes you to absorb a lot more like visible radiation, and it's not good for like the heating and cooling of the ship. So that's only done if like something is a stealth ship, and you have the cooling to handle that. So the ship drops out, and it's like 3 AU out, but it stopped with you guys. It's still not hailing you or anything. It's just watching.
So, as a DM, can I ask you? Do you think that this whole technique of like immediately jumping back into warp from because we're in a different position, would it be hard for them to like sync up with us
yes,
and catch
it
it?
absolutely would be very hard for you if you especially if you do this again and again. It's going to be a lot harder.
Okay, for them to track us.
Yes, because they have to redo their calculations, and you guys already did all of them. So every jump that you do, you're going to do way faster than them, and eventually you'll be out of their like.
All right, sweet. I wrap my hands around the big poles again, and I'm ready. I'm ready to do what I got to do.
Okay, so give me a piloting check.
Sweet.
So as you guys drop out of warp, I'm gonna say actually let me see the result of this roll before I narrate what happens.
Is it contragravity or impulse spaceship?
Impulse spaceship. Contragravity is when you're in a planet's atmosphere.
And I just hit the button the SL button.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you're gonna roll it flat because I'm gonna say that this is just a regular piloting check.
I don't know.
Roll it blind now.
No, this one you don't have to roll this one blind because you're gonna know the result immediately.
Oh.
Alex, I don't know how to roll it. I'm sorry.
It's okay, I'll roll for you, but
I'm clicking it.
oh, you just made
You
a bunch of
made-
rolls.
Oh, I think you're I'm sorry.
Here, I'm gonna delete them all. Roll one more time.
For some reason, impulse isn't going, but contragravity is.
That's
Okay, so
really
what did I
weird.
get?
Okay, well, what was your impulse is 9 too. Okay, so you would have failed either way. All right,
Well, let's just make it.
Wouldn't it be navigation?
This is
though?
risky. This is
It's
risky, right?
this is risky. Yeah, so you get +1, don't you?
Yeah. So that's a success.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, I'll say you make it by 1. So here's what happens. As you guys drop out of warp, you see this thing zoom past you, drop out. You, Niall, notice this on the sensors because you have this enhanced time sense. So you see the blackout spaceship, but then you feel the inertial dampener to the ship, which like prevents you from getting thrown about the place whenever you're doing these really extreme maneuvers. You feel them reeling, try to keep up with you as you steer to get to a new heading. And then as soon as you hit that heading, Niall, you hit the drive and you guys jump out of there. And you send out some drop pings as you go, and you see that they're not following you. Even after this first jump, it looks like you already lost them. Looks like you won't even have to do it again.
You hear me over the radio, and I say, "All right, boys, we're good." That was fucking weird.
Yeah, that was weird. Maybe we should do it again just to be safe.
Yeah, I don't think we need to do that. Do you guys have any like enemies? Anthony, Cygnus, anybody that would want to fuck us up?
Not that I can think of. Would they be coming after the cargo? How would they even know though?
Not around here.
Okay. All right. Well, sometimes things just happen.
Yeah, it probably has nothing to do with us.
I've heard that before.
They're probably just going the same
I've heard
direction as us.
Yeah, sure.
Can I request that we do it again so that we lose them for sure and there's no way to track us?
I thought we already lost them.
Well, we did, but
Yeah.
like, they could. I mean, they can still find us. Who knows?
You can do it again if you want to, but it's going to require another piloting check if you want to do it fast. You can do it slower if you want to. And then
We can do it slower now that they're not here.
Yeah, you can do it more deliberately and slower. I won't make you make a piloting check. Is that what so you guys do that?
I think we should
Okay,
just to
I'm
make
not
sure.
gonna make you roll for it because again, you're not being like they're not right there, so you can take a little bit more time. But yeah, you guys change direction again, and you're taking a more obtuse route to get to the way that you're going. It's going to add like another hour to the trip, but you know, it's for safety.
Nice. As we're flying and we're back in autopilot, I go over to Anthony Bourdain and I lay like what looks like a burnt sausage on like a plate next to him. Do you eat the sausage? Daniel?
I was presented with food.
It looks like a
you look up
sausage.
and you see yeah. tell
Is
me.
it the tentacle stuff you're talking about?
It is, but it looks like a sausage.
It looks like a burnt sauce.
I say. That looks
Roll
like
for self-control.
That looks like a burnt sausage.
It probably eats like one too. Maybe you should take a bite.
Don't say that. Don't tell me to do that.
Okay, look.
I'm
just
carrying over the failed check,
Oh,
so
okay.
I am angry.
Listen, buddy, I know you don't know me too well. No one knows me. You know, I figure we got some downtime.
I
on
don't
the
think you
ship.
know yourself too much, buddy, to be completely honest with you.
Hey, listen, buddy. I think maybe we start having lunch together every day. Maybe we get to know each other. What do you think of that?
Thought lunches were supposed to be paid breaks from jobs.
That's when you're eating with your boss. But when you eat with me, you're eating with your friend.
Oh, God. Will I get fired if I don't?
It'd be pretty rude if you didn't.
Anthony Bourdain's superior social skills makes him think that he should do that.
Okay.
I guess.
Nice. I appreciate it. Listen, I'll cook today. I cook today, so you cook tomorrow, maybe. You know? Sound good?
Sure. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but I've got to get a religion sort of thing. I don't eat today. Today's not a day I eat. So you can eat that.
Oh, you don't eat any. What do you
Not
mean?
today. Not
Maybe
today.
elaborate a little bit. So, like, on days like Mondays, you don't eat
So
Mondays?
like days that aren't today, I eat.
Yeah, okay, we'll eat tomorrow. I'll take this. I'll give it to Sigmund. She was looking a little hungry, too.
Are you guys doing all this over the headset? Can you
No,
guys
I'm up
do
and walking around.
I'm a little
Yeah.
walkie-talkie.
Okay.
I left my intercom on, for sure.
Okay. It strikes me as an Andy thing to do to have. He left his mic on.
Okay, I go over and drop this hot dog over to Sigmus, and then I walk back to my console.
Thanks, Andy. I appreciate it.
Niall comes over the headset and he says, "Hey, I just want to put it out there. I don't care if you have a lunch break. You can do a lunch break. It's all good. No one's gonna get fired.
Thank you, Niall.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah.
And are we almost to this place yet, or no?
You guys are about 30 minutes out now at this point. I'm gonna say that nothing eventful happens. You guys pull up at the rendezvous. As you drop out of warp, you see there is a golden ship that is waiting there for you. It's kind of shaped like, you know, the drop ships in Halo, like drop off like
Oh God.
the
Not
people-
The
yeah,
Phantom.
the Covenant,
Pelicans or the-
Covenant, yeah, the Phantom or whatever
Okay.
it's called. That's what it looks like, but golden.
Like a bug.
Yeah,
Okay.
it kind of looks like a beetle.
Yeah.
And it turns on its transceiver and pings you guys and requests permission to dock.
Before we talk, can I want to talk to
Like, do
Niall.
we know that these are the people?
Yeah. Walk up.
I turn my headset off very distinctly, and I knock on your door. I'm like, Niall. And then
There's
talk-
doors. Do we have doors?
Are there doors?
It's in like a pit, I think.
Okay. Well, I just go to your area. I knock on like
Yeah.
your computer wall.
Like on the monitor.
Niall,
Niall doesn't look at you. He's like turning a bunch of knobs and he's fiddling with shit.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Niall, I wanted to run something by you.
Okay.
Okay, listen, buddy. So this guy, this silver hair guy, right? He seems like a pretty bad dude.
Yeah.
So what's your policy on that? I kind of want to like get to know you personally. Like, do you not care?
You want like a moral code?
I do. Yeah, it's actually very important to me. All of us Admiral Andys, we have a vow that we all take at birth and when we come out of our pods. And you know, I myself have been following that code of law, ethics. You know, ever since that day. You know.
Niall stops what he's doing and he turns and he looks at you, and he says, "What's your code?"
I'm gonna read it to you.
Yeah, read it.
I salute, stand up straight, and look straight up into the sky, and I say, "On my name, I take this vow, of which I can and can't allow. A soul confined by one's decree will not abide while I am free. Until my body's final day, I live my life the Ranger way." Basically, if anyone's freedoms are being like oppressed or disregarded, I have to it's part of my way. I got to step in. I got to say something. And if this guy we're about to deal with is buying and selling people, I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. And I wanted to run that by you.
Niall, he goes, yeah, me too. He's lying.
Same.
But he's not lying in a way that he's trying to deceive. He's lying in a way he's being sarcastic. And he goes, no, I mean, honestly, Andy, if I was going to be perfectly real with you, I don't have a moral code. I think a moral code is something for babies. What's going on? What are you worried about?
Why do you think a moral code is for babies?
You can't get out, dude. It doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter how hard you try. Doesn't matter if you don't try. You'll still be here. You
Holy
can't get out.
shit, Niall! What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like holding my hand. I'm like, Niall, you're fucked up, Niall. Are you
Niall
good?
turns back to what he was doing. He's like, you asked.
Listen, Niall.
He goes, if you're asking if I give a shit about you intervening, I don't care.
Okay.
All I know is I have this ship and I need a captain, and I would prefer for you to not do something that's going to jeopardize you being my captain. However, if you do, and you pick a fight with one of the richest men in space on some moral principle,
Damn.
then I mean, it's your world.
Niall, can I just be real with you? And this is why I wanted to bring it up one-on-one, because I don't want the crew to see me having these doubts, these dilemmas.
Yeah.
But it's just really like I haven't been working with this company too long, the Make Bakes, and I didn't think they were the type to send us out to work with slavers.
Well, I'm not gonna. I don't really know a lot about this guy. I just know that he happened to have sold slaves in the past. He might be reformed.
Okay, George Washington, like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Come on, man, look, man. I just, here's the thing. This is Niall's world, okay? I play with the ship. The people that give me the ship to play with, sometimes they tell me to do things. Sometimes they tell me to do good things. Sometimes they tell me to do bad things. All of it's boring. I do it all because that's what I have to do. I've been doing it for 250 years. I don't know. I don't know what you want. I wish I could give you a better answer, but
Admiral Andy, he sighs and he kind of turns away and he's like, "I won't jeopardize. I'm not going to jeopardize your ship. I'll play it cool, but at some point you're going to have to stand for something, Niall, and I'll be here when you want to. Someday we'll take that stand together. You understand?"
Yeah. And
Okay.
he turns away. He goes, "I hope you find your dad."
That's not my thing. That's not my thing. I turn around. You think I'm looking
You
for
ever
my
seen
dad?
Elf? No, ever seen Elf? Whenever he reaches the North Pole, the narwhal comes out of the water and goes,
your dad,
"I hope you find your dad."
Yeah.
That's Niall's favorite movie.
I walk away. I walk back to the rest of the crew, and in my head, I'm still trying to think of ways I can have like a moral victory here. Like I know I can't like outright screw this guy over, but I keep looking at his ship and I keep looking at the thing I got to deliver. I'm like, is there anything I can do? And as I'm thinking that, what's next? What's next? I'm sorry.
You're fine. So that request that was really good. The request for docking is still there. So if they're waiting,
They never answered.
I'm gonna dock in as the pilot, I guess. Is that okay with Niall?
Yeah.
I park.
okay. So you accept the docking request, and then both of you meet up and dock, and onto the ship walks Jeffrey Silverflower and his 2 guards.
Can I post up next to Andy, like have my weapon ready to go?
Yeah,
just
you guys
like show like.
You should position yourselves how you guys want to stand.
Yeah, no,
I-
I'll see this.
I'm just chilling. I don't have any.
Do you greet this guy,
Post up
Trev? You
next
know?
to Andy.
Yeah, I'll greet him. Where's he? He's coming in through this door
Hey,
here.
where's he coming
Yeah,
in?
he's right there. He's already there.
Oh,
Let me,
so-
real quick, before he would have gotten in, like when we dock, Niall tells you guys, I'm not good at talking, so I'm just gonna hang out over here. Don't piss him off.
So his name is Silverhair. What is it again?
It's
It's
Jeffrey
Jacob
Silverflower.
Jeffrey Silverflower.
Zoom in real close on the icon.
I see. I see. I love Jeff Goldblum.
Okay, it's a play on Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, I didn't even. Oh, that's so funny.
Hello, Silverflower. How are you doing today? I am your merchant. Wait, what's it called? Like, I'm here to like. I'm your courier here to deliver your
Courier.
package.
Rare.
My name's Admiral Andy. Pleasure to meet you,
Nice
sir.
to meet you, Admiral Andy. Yeah, nice to meet you. And he snaps his fingers, goes, guards, get the box.
Box is here. I hand it to him.
One of the guards takes the box and he goes, wonderful. Thank you.
Listen, Silverflower. You mind if I have a conversation with you real quick?
Of course. I love the conversation. Especially with a man like yourself. He looks you up and down.
Oh,
I like the way you just looked me up and down and gave me.
I like the way you look at me.
It makes me think this conversation is going somewhere good. Do you mind me asking what's in that box?
Well, you see, I actually didn't catch your name. What is your name?
I'm Admiral Andy the Defective.
he clearly said his name. He just didn't listen.
Sorry, I was not listening.
I like the idea that the guy just
That's
didn't
perfect.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't get your
he
name.
didn't listen.
My designation is 143SR, Admiral Andy. At your
Mr.
service.
143SR. So you see, I'm something of a collector myself. And you know, I've been so-called canceled in the past for trying to trade in sentient beings, but there's something presents an opportunity. It's wise to take it. And he takes the box, and you see he rotates the 2 halves, clicks them, and then opens it, and you guys see an AI chip with Blana Daring's face on it. And he says,
Fuck.
this little pretty little thing was trying to break into the firewall in Wyza 9. Ha ha. Couldn't get past the neural nets though. Huh. Human engrams just can't compete, can they? And he shakes her around and she rattles around. And he goes, first one I've seen, first human engram that hasn't gone mad. Pretty rare. And I think it should go in my collection. I thank you for bringing it to me.
Listen, Silverflower. That particular chip there, I actually have a little bit of knowledge about it. I want you to know it's not quantum locked. I want you to know if you plug that thing in anywhere, that bad boy's cloning itself and taking over whatever system you jack it into. And I want you to be careful, Silverflower. Put that shit in a box and you can look at it, and that's about it, buddy. And that's all I suggest.
That's exactly what I plan to do.
You're a weird fucking guy, Silverflower. Hey, listen. You know, we did our job and we did it really good. We were being tracked, buddy. Let me tell you, that thing was about to be stolen, and we intercepted it. We did the loop-de-loop, the classic, rug pull. We got away from him, no
says-
problem.
He goes, you were followed?
Oh, you would think so, right? Because I started the story saying we were being followed, but no, we're professionals. We got away from that shit easy.
Guards, go start. And he signals one of them off. One of them leaves. This guy leaves. He goes. And he says, well, let's make this quick then. Here's your payment. And he signals the other guard. The guard hands you a credit chip worth 500,000 credits, which is quite a lot. A ship is worth usually about 1.5 million. That's for an average ship. So this is a big payment. He hands it to you and says, as promised, I got to be going now.
Can I give him a way to contact us, like a way to
You can give
contact our ship?
Yeah, you can give him the drop. You give a business card that has your ship's dropnet account.
Listen, Silverflower, I know you gotta go. Anything ever comes up, we're the guys. We're fucking professionals here.
I see that. Thank you. And he takes the card. And he says, "Bye bye, ta ta." And he gets out. And leaves.
Bye bye.
So yeah, that's what happens.
Hmm.
Do you guys
Niles
unlock-
yells in the corner. Nice moral victory.
The moral victory comes later when I earn his trust.
You earn the trust of a slavery.
Hey,
You should have
I'm
given
just
him a hot. Should have given
what
him
do
your
you
hot
want me to
dog.
do? You wanted me to start fighting him right there? I almost did.
No, of
I
course
played
not.
a tame there.
Why
Niall
would
talked
you
me
give him
out of
that?
Why would you
Should've given him a
attack
hot
your
dog.
employer? But I don't know why you're trying to get some moral high ground.
Hey, that guy's a piece of shit. You saw his
You
talk.
gotta
You saw the way he
pose.
talked to us. I hated it.
Yeah, no shit. The galaxy's full of shitty people, but you know,
Nope.
things cost cash, so we gotta get paid by them.
That's all you live
Whoa.
by, Cygnus.
Whoa.
Cygnus and Niall. You know what? Anthony, you and I are the only just ones on this ship. We're the only two with a fucking backbone. And one day they're gonna realize that money can't fill their hole, ship parts can't fill their hole. Sometimes the only thing that can fill your hole is what you do for other people. And one day you're gonna learn that. And I back
Yeah,
away.
like you just gave this guy a box for 500,000 credits. Huh?
I was gonna do more. I was talked out of it on that. So
Niall, as this is happening, as they're having this moral argument, I want you to give me a computer hacking check.
Okay, I have a feeling that we are being. Is this a contest?
No, straight roll, and not
Oh, okay.
blind either.
Oh, okay. Made it by 13.
Damn. Okay, so you notice immediately. Time slows down as you see something weird happening. You see a dead man switch is being triggered, and there's some kind of program left in the kernel of this operating system that is about to go down. It's about to execute a few scripts that are about to run. You can stop it now, but if you want to investigate a little bit further or shut it down and to see what's going to happen, you can.
I want to see what is gonna. Well, actually, hold on. Before I do that, I have to roll a self-control check to see if I want to.
Beautiful.
how obnoxious, dude.
Hmm,
Thank God.
I just made it. Okay.
nice.
You're on
So,
the fence
yeah.
about it.
So I decided to I want to see what it is. So I roll another hacking check.
No, you don't have to make another check. You made it by enough that you know. So
Oh, okay.
you open up these scripts really quickly. This is all happening. The Dead Man Switch had 10 seconds on it, and Goldblum is still, or not Goldblum, Silverflower is in the docking thing. And they're still trying to get through the airlock to get back onto their ship.
Yeah.
So this is all still happening at the same time.
Yeah, this is happening within 5 seconds.
Yeah. So you see that the script basically is going to detach the other ship. If there is a ship there, it's going to detach from any kind of docking. It's going to put the impulse engines to full, and it's going to jump like a blind jump, and get out of here.
Our ship or their ship?
Your ship. This is a program file that was left on your ship, probably by Balana.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm seeing this. I can tell that it's running down, and it's I have a chance to stop it or let it happen. And I'm gonna, now that I know what it is, I'm gonna roll one more time to see if I stop it. Oh, I miss it.
Hmm.
So you know what I do? I ignore it.
Beautiful. Okay. So let me tell you what happens. So you guys feel an explosive as air from this airlock escapes into space. And you hear Jeff Holman go, "Oh!" It's like a voice goes out of the door. And you see out the window his body just get thrown up against this golden spaceship. And you see that the chip is stuck on the inside of the airlock, and the airlock door is closed. Impulse engines engage. You guys jump out of there. But
Can I go and grab this
That's a
chip?
moral victory, Anthony.
The ship's
Yeah,
still in the ship.
Yeah, the chip is
Yeah.
still in the ship.
I think we just fucking stole a chip. Oh shit.
He also might have just killed Silverflower. He was left floating in
big-
space.
Yeah.
Hey, hang on a second. If the richest people in the universe is dead, does that mean people are going to be coming after us now?
Well, sometimes things just happen.
I've heard that too.
Niall, did you not see that coming or what?
You know, I did. There was a dead man switch. I think Blana left it, and I don't know.
Switch worked. There's a
thought-
dead man.
Okay, one less slaver in the world. Listen, but we have a problem. We're probably gonna have to go on the lam. Can we get in contact with our boss? Explain the situation to him.
Can we? From here?
You'd have to travel a few light years back towards the rim, but you could in a few minutes you'd be able to contact him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could get in touch with him. But aren't we about to do a blind jump?
You blind jumped. You're heading off in the whatever direction you were facing whenever you did it, which I think.
But now,
Yeah, go ahead.
okay, so now goes, yeah, we could do that. But and he turns to you, Andy, and he says, "Don't you want to see where this goes?"
Hey, let's fucking see. We're I guess. I mean, you think Belinda's trying to take us somewhere?
Lana?
Blana?
Rest in peace,
Yeah,
Belana.
I mean, maybe. I guess we're gonna find out. You
Uh-huh.
got the money, right? You have the money.
Yeah, but I don't think our boss is going to give us any more jobs. You know, I mean, what happened to the security you wanted? You know, your job and everything.
Sometimes you just gotta listen to. I don't know, man.
Dang. At this moment, that's crazy. At this moment, I come onto the intercom and I want to kind of address everybody in the crew. Well, fellas, that was not on purpose. That wasn't an
Are we
accident.
all there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
I
fun.
guess we're all there together.
You still tell us it was an accident.
Yeah. That definitely was not a moral victory on my part. I know I had said earlier I wanted a moral victory. I did not fucking kill Silverhair.
I don't know.
Flower.
You were talking about a moral victory, moral high ground, and next thing you know,
Hey, take
guy
the
dies.
victories
I
as they
mean-
come, boss. Take them as they come.
All right, listen. I
I know.
to
I'm
be
just
real
saying,
with you
maybe
guys,
you planted a seed into Niall's mind.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe
I-
that's what you did. Maybe I felt like a ranger.
All right, you know what? I'll take full responsibility for it because that's the captain's way. Here's what we're doing now, fellas. Realistically, I don't think our people are going to give us our job back. I don't think we're contractors anymore. Let's fucking become pirates, bro. Let's take the ship, let's take the money, suit the shit up, and we just make money our own way. Spreading positivity and living the ranger way. And then, does anyone say anything to that?
You hear Belana
I say-
through
I say-
Hold on, I'm sorry. Before that happens, you hear Belana through the airlock. You're still dumb as fuck, aren't you? You idiot. Fucker. You just hear her yelling through the airlock.
Damn.
She's so angry.
Can I grab the chip?
Yeah, you
Or
can
no.
go in there and grab the chip if you want.
I grab the chip and seal it in my hand. What's the planet she was on? Her lover's
Ryzen
on?
9.
First things first, fellas. We're going to Ryzen 9, and we're going to kill this bitch's girlfriend.
Spear through the hand.
Either that, or we're going to see what she was trying to do there. We're going to figure it out.
If you just asked me, I would have told you.
All right, Milana, fucking tell us then.
You throw her on the floor, and she's looking up at you guys.
Guys, this is Balana. She's a bitch. I hate her.
I literally did nothing wrong. You guys invaded my personal privacy for no reason. Look,
You're dead. You don't get a diary anymore. I can read it.
Oh,
she
wait.
rolls her eyes.
You're always talking about moral high ground, and yet you're going stupid around people's diaries. I think you. I don't know.
Niall
you've got a
Logg's having a
complex
skills and
moral
intelligence.
compass.
Sorry.
We really had to figure out what was going on, Balana.
Oh no.
She goes,
I try to
Hey,
nab.
Lana.
I try to nab Lana.
Niall says hi.
I put my gun at her again. So why did you jump us?
wait, hold on. As that happens, Anthony Bourdain goes in there and grabs her.
I'm trying to nab her. I'm nabbing her. We
I
can
love
roll
it.
against it.
What do you
I know,
do?
I'm letting you do it.
Oh,
I
I
back
still
away.
let her talk, but I make sure that y'all know.
Jeez.
I'm far enough away that y'all would have to rush me to get it, but I'm still letting her talk.
She goes,
I'll let you
okay,
have it.
I guess I'm glad I'm off the ground now. Look, I have a lot of things to tell you guys. A lot of stuff has happened in the past 3 months. I've been around a lot of places. Ryzen 9 is not the first place I went. And something big's about to happen. Like, really big. Like, the hegemony, the alliance, and the republic could all be at war with each other in the next few days. Like that big.
Sounds like a conflict that we can prevent, fellas. Balana, I'll hear you out.
What?
How do we stop this?
Before I tell you that, I think we should end the session on this note, and we should
Nice,
resume
nice.
next session.
I love me some biscuits.
That's Cygnus's only
Wait, I got
character,
that.
isn't it?
Oh, thank God I got that recorded. I'm putting that in the episode.
Well,